Hello and welcome to the channel. I'm TR, your host. This is going to be the first video about the RV tips. And first RV tip I want to talk about for anybody, specifically if you full-time live in your camper or RV, Class A, whatever it is. I have a fifth wheel, Class C's, whatever, bumper pools. If you full-time live in it, if you travel a lot and stay places for significant amounts of time, or even if you go on the weekends and you still want it to be more comfortable, then this is a great tip. It's cheap. It's a cheaper alternative, and that is the Reflectix bubble wrap. I put it on all my major windows. I put it on this one. I've got a window here. I've got a window here. You'll see a little bit later on in the video. The reason for this is during the summer, the sun is beaming in. If the sun's out, whether you go to the beach or you live in the south or even in the winter, but when the sun comes out and if you're not parked in the shade, it makes your camper hot. That natural light comes in there, it heats up those windows, and it makes your air conditioners run constantly. Well, like me and my wife, we travel for work. We stay at places for a extended period, like the 3-month range. And most places, when you do that, they charge you by how much electricity you use. You pay for your stay, and then they charge you for electricity. If you want to cut down on that and to help your camper stay insulated and help your air conditioners not run as often, you need to be doing this. It's going to help bounce off the sun's rays and push that heat in the other direction, away from your camper, which is going to allow your camper to stay cool longer and more often instead of continuously running your air conditioners, trying to fight the heat. It's impossible. It's the sun. With that being said, I would recommend putting on all your major windows, depending on where you're at. If you were somewhere like Arizona in the summer, or New Mexico, or places like that, or Florida, or the Southeast, or basically anywhere where it gets extremely hot and you don't have any shade, you need to be doing this. My wife and I did it in Arizona. We stayed there for 3 months during May, June, July, when it was extremely hot, where it didn't get below 100 degrees for like 2 or 3 weeks, even at night. And we found that this was a huge, huge deal to help cut down on our electricity use and help reduce the stress of our air conditioners. Now, I'm fortunate in our solitude. We have 3. We have one here in the kitchen, one in the living room, one in our bedroom. But still, if they're constantly running, you are at risk of one of them going out. That's just what they do. If you are a camper owner, you know that's what can happen. If anything's going to happen, it's going to. I had my camper for less than 6 months, and I had to replace the air conditioner in my bedroom. Fortunate for us, it was during a cooler time of the year. It wasn't a big deal, but it's just something that happens. But here's what we did. We put it on all our major windows. That's a major window. This window down here is a major window because it's right next to our seating area, our recliners. This major window is, how you see on the ground, I'm going to put this piece up here, and so it completely covers it. Pull the sunshade down. Now I'm going to leave these little ones open because that is natural light. You don't want to be sitting in the dark. Now, if you have to do that, then you have to do that. Same way on this side. Big windows completely covered. Going to leave the little ones open. Same way in my hallway. In my bedroom, because we like it cool and my wife works nights and she sleeps during the day, we black out everything. Especially if you're living in the front quarters living, then you know that cap gets hot. I don't think they insulate that thing at all. I don't know. Everybody, it gets hot. So if you realize, oh man, when we go camping or something, or like, man, my camper's really hot, my air conditioners are constantly running, it's not cooling off, and you're not doing this, you're missing out. Now, if you are a weekend person where you only spend every now and then in it, or you may go a couple months a year, it's not as big a deal because you're not paying for electricity. But I'm telling you, it will make it a little bit more comfortable inside your camper for you when you are in there. Now, don't get me wrong. Does it look good? No. It's not sexy. but it's for a purpose. And another thing, you're going to block natural light. I know. You're going. Some people are, well, you're camping, you can't see what you're doing. I know that. That's why I leave the little ones open so I can still see out some. But if I want to see my campground or I want to see my neighbors, I'm going to go outside. I do this to help relieve the stress on my camper and make being inside more comfortable, especially because we full-time live and travel in this. It makes that much of a difference. I recommend anybody that is new to camping or new to RV or full-time living, look into this. If you've been doing this for years and you don't do it, I'd love to know why. Thank you.